Alright, man, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. You dig? We back here with another Alpha Central point blank period. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Jack, and today we're taking a look at modern women shocked by men's honesty.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Age? No. What do you think about Jennifer Lopez?
She's a... I mean, what the... She's being ran through by half of Hollywood. She got tapes out.
What do you think about Kim Kardashian?
Yeah, she's a...
Jennifer Lopez got 16? Wait, what?
Age? No. What do you think about Jennifer Lopez?
She's a... I mean, what the... She's being ran through by half of Hollywood. She got tapes
She
out.
got repeat customers. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she's a...
Billionaire! How many men has she been married to and failed?
4.
Oh, so she can't keep the men. Do you think they give a about her billionaire bull?
No, the
No,
thing is,
they care about what?
Faithfulness and
Not looking like a... Right? She got famous off of sucking on a good old BBC.
It wasn't BB.
I didn't see it, but he's black, so I assume. The
was
point
black.
is, what do we see in her dating history? One baby daddy, what,
But
4
one
marriages?
husband.
She can't keep them. Is that a high-quality woman, you think?
I honestly think that...
Nope. Kim should not be a role model to look
Oh,
up to
they
at
said Kim.
all,
I thought you
and
said...
this video
well,
shows
shit,
why.
either way.
You can say, I don't want no scrubs. If he can't buy you a Birkin bag, kick him to the curb. But if I just happen to say that you weigh more than men at your height, that's offensive.
It's offensive for men who like a certain type of woman. Some men are into BBWs.
Really?
Right.
Show me where the high-value men go after BBWs as the norm.
The evil world we live in.
That's a good point.
Once again, double standards are at work. Women have the right to say they want tall men, but men can't say they don't want a BBW.
Reason that men out here themselves, they tear us down when we don't communicate, express our thoughts and feelings and sentiments or our vulnerabilities. And then as soon as we talk and express our thoughts and vulnerabilities, we get our ass beat and get torn down for that too.
Tyrese is speaking for a lot of men here. There should definitely be more awareness about this topic.
A lot of women done lost their damn mind. Simone Biles' husband is the prize. Let me explain. Simone
Explain.
Biles' husband played for the Green Bay Packers. He is in the top 2% of men in the entire world. Simone Biles went fishing for her husband because she knew he was the prize. And she didn't want to settle for Pookie. And for all the women that's telling Simone Biles to divorce her husband, she will not divorce him because she don't want to be miserable.
First of all, sir, Simone Biles is the prize. He gonna say that he doesn't know who she is. Who the fuck doesn't know who Simone Biles is? Like, come on, man. Even my 11-year-old nephews know who she is. I don't know who's telling her to divorce. I ain't got nothing to do with your marriage. But what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna put some respect on her name. And he talking about she doesn't want to be miserable. She can still be miserable and married, my guy. The fuck?
Miserable and lonely like you. A lot of you women that's talking could never pull an NFL player. A lot of you women wake up to Pookie and Ray Ray. That's good for nothing but slinging raw D.
I guess he Pookie. Because that's what he giving. He's giving Pookie vibes. Uh-huh. Maybe Ray Ray. Or Black. Mm-hmm. He one of them.
A lot of you women that's talking have kid husbands.
Why do people always want to ruin other people's relationships? This will always confuse me.
We don't want the Russells until after they got ran through from the Futures. And the Futures ain't giving them the results that they wanted. They want the Futures to be the Russells. And then once the Futures don't turn into the Russells, they run to Russell with future kids. And it's like, what self-respecting man would accept that? So what we try to tell women is, you having a child is not only going to affect you, that's probably going to be one of the most important decisions you make is who you have your kid with.
It does.
So start being... Hold on. Start being more meticulous and concise with who you have a kid with, because women just think, I can have a kid with anybody. Okay, cool. You're getting attention. You're getting... But how many of them are really trying to marry you or wife you or make you a wife?
It's the thing, my guy. You can have a future. You can have a Russell. A Russell could be a future. It really doesn't fucking matter. It's just about you being committed to that fucking relationship and not throwing your thing all around you. Men need to think about who they impregnate. If you know you're not gonna be there for that kid, or you just there for the moment, wrap that shit up.
Keep you. I'm keeping you around for the fun. So in a woman's mind, well, I'm getting attention from men, even the men I want. Yeah, but is he keeping you?
You should always choose carefully who you want to be with, especially if you're going to be carrying their baby.
Said that it is fair in the scenario for a woman to judge a man based
Oh,
on
this
his
is a good
income
one.
and
Yes.
financial capability. The equivalent to that, like you admitted when you said that it's not number one for a man, what could be number one maybe his her past, etc. So since we know that for a man, the most
I said
important
that on
thing to him
TikTok the
is
other day.
replication value.
I
i.e.
kept scrolling.
body
I don't know what
count,
that's about.
physicality, age, things like that. Whereas the most important thing for a woman is survival value, a man's ability to protect, provide, and provision. So the same way a woman can judge a man based on his earning potential, his competency, ability to lead, etc. Cool. Well, then we can judge y'all on your body count, on your age, on your weight, on your beauty. Guess what? That's the equal exchange here. That's the reciprocal value here. So an old woman or a woman with a high body count or a woman that's fat and out of shape is equivalent to a man that doesn't have a job, that's broke, and on his ass. Am I wrong?
No.
Wow, even the girl agreed to this guy's point.
Women go through
She
all
said
the
no,
lovers, all
didn't
the
she?
good-looking guys, all the bad boys, all of that through their 20s. And all the providers are actually busy with their head down in programming or getting a job. And then suddenly in their 30s, these guys, when they've reached a good level of income and house, and those same girls in the 20s who wouldn't give them the time of day are knocking on their door. Back in the day, there were a lot of men who would for that. And they were like, okay, fine, I'll take you, even though they know she's been ran through.
It's crazy how they always come back when you have money, but when you don't have anything, they don't want anything to do with you.
Friends hate your boyfriend. Who cares what your friends think? And secondly, they shouldn't have the audacity to say that to your face. If they do, you obviously don't have a very healthy relationship with them, because none of my friends would say that to my face. Where's the level of respect? If they're saying directly to your face that they hate him, why are you being a doormat? Why don't they respect you? It's her relationship. It's her choice who she's in a relationship with. No one should comment negatively on it ever. It's hers, nobody else's. A friend isn't there to be your coach. A friend is there to be supportive. As a friend, you need to be supportive, not coach your friends. Don't try to coach your friends. It doesn't work. You're giving.
I would never give my
reassurance to
friends,
your
sisters,
friends
whatever,
in pursuit to help
love
them,
advice. You
and all
chose
it's
that
gonna do
person,
is
not
hurt
me.
their relationship
You gotta
and
live it with
damage
that
their life
person.
because you think
But
you
when
know
he
better
crossed
about
that
what they're
line,
doing.
Everyone is their own person, and they should not have to have other people convince them to change their thoughts on other people.
unless he hits you.
What kind of woman you looking for, Michael?
Somebody that's actually a woman, not trying to be a man, not trying to be a boss chick or be a woman at all times. You know, you represent me, so their money.
They can't be a boss chick?
That 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna make a quarter what I make. So when you try to put yourself above me, you can't. Like, you're not stronger than me, you're not smarter than me, you can't outthink me, you can't even survive on your own. So for you to be a boss, and then you the boss of what? I mean, you can't be a boss if you just a lash tech or whatever. You ain't got no employees.
What age range you want to
Ooh, I like young women. 20 to 30.
20, Michael.
I don't want nobody over 30. Most of them, they too scarred. I done tried that too many times. I don't need nobody that's all.
How
beat up,
old are you?
sick
Because
red
if you
burns,
saying
gunshot
20,
wounds, I know. No.
Hey, that's his preference, and you can't be mad at him for what he wants out of a woman.
I need him to up his
Men
like
earn
21.
confidence
She can't even
and
order a
arrogance.
drink.
Women don't. Women are born with their value. Men must earn.
And you can't be mad at him for what he wants out of a woman.
Earn narcissism. Men earn confidence and arrogance. Women don't. Women are born with their value. Men must earn their value. So if a man's arrogant, more than likely he's probably accomplished something. When a woman's arrogant, 9 out of 10 times, she hasn't accomplished anything. She just has a bunch of yams.
Arrogance in general is not a good thing to have. You should always stay humble and confident in your ability.
Money, Tony.
If I met you and you're like where you are right now, and I fell in love and that we're good, that's where we are. But then a couple years pass and you gain 300 pounds and you're deciding to stay in that space, I can't tell you that I'm going to continue to be attracted to you for several years to come. Like, what do you do with that if you decided to choose to stay in that space? And it might sound real shallow of me, but I'm just being honest.
So sometimes, because y'all all want protectors and providers, you know, when you are doing it at a high level, is it the right thing not to go to the gym? No, I'm not saying that, but it may lack some. But understand that we're providing and working hard to take care of y'all. I'm working hard
and not going to the gym, and I have to eat at Waffle House because by the time I get off work at 4 o'clock in the morning, ain't nothing else open while I'm protecting and providing for you, I think it's quite for you to leave me when I'm putting myself in goddamn obesity to try to take care of your beautiful. And if you got a goddamn problem, excuse me, it's my turn to talk. And if you got a goddamn problem with it, you can go back to the apartments. I'm going to get sleeve surgery, and you're going to want to wish you had a 2 years later after I lose all this weight. But guess what? I'm going to be up a couple M's.
The DJ has spoken. Why would you want to leave someone who's providing for you just because they gain weight?
Group women into 3 categories. There's the freak, the friend, and the forever. Women get confused about which category they in. It's a lot of freaks who think they are forever, but the freak will never become the forever.
Did this man just say 3 groups? I feel like we should start using that system more often.
And wanting princess treatment. I can't.
So this whole idea, the princess treatment thing, is actually a shaming tactic, and it's really women exposing themselves for not having any empathy and letting everyone know, I'm not going to treat these men very well. So that's what that means. The idea that you can say that, okay, this man is looking for princess treatment. Okay, so he's looking for, you know, the treatment that a woman is supposed to get. Oftentimes that treatment isn't for you. The idea that a woman can claim certain, you know, behaviors and act like that's only supposed to be for them is really ridiculous, because those are things that all human beings are searching for, especially in relationships, like verbal confirmation that you're interested in me, maybe a compliment here and there, a nice gesture. So to act like that's only for women and men don't deserve any of that really lets you know how a woman is going to view her mates in the future. It's not a flex. The idea that a man is supposed to chase you, no. It's the idea is 2 people standing in a room facing each other, and they're not going anywhere, and they're learning things about each other. You know, and this woman gets the confirmation, oh, he likes me, and then she says it back, and then their feelings are growing, and then they're falling deeper in love. But what these women want, for the most part, is like, you're supposed to chase me. Okay, well, it turns out a lot of women don't even respect men that chase them like that, because all the men are fucking them, and sometimes they're hyper-focused on a man that don't want shit with them, and their ego is really in play right now, and it's actually going to be used against them. But that's a different story. So it seems like what they want is like, I'm going to walk all throughout this house, just follow me. Men know that. Men know that that's what you're looking for, and they don't want to do it. They're like, okay, cool, you seem like a great person, I'm interested, I'm right here if you want it. And women go, oh, a man that values himself? I don't like that. He's acting like a woman.
A wise man once said, if you have to chase someone, then they're probably not for you.
How many guys you slept with?
4.
And how old are you again?
I'm 22.
Would you consider yourself a good girl?
I'm not a good girl.
What made you sleep with 4?
I mean, just...
4 is not a lot. However, she's not giving an answer at all.
Be more open about their wants and needs.
Okay. I want to is you, on the other hand, will be closed on your side. I'm going to go ahead and be open on my side. I'm going to come to you when I feel like it, and I expect you to still be loyal to me, make me food, be a good, dutiful girlfriend, and not show your on the internet.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
Amazing. That might work for someone. I wouldn't take your offer.
Oh, that's why men can't be honest. Fantastic. Can't make this right? Communicate! Okay, that's exactly what most guys want right there. And then I told you, oh, I don't know if I can take that.
If they don't want the truth, then they shouldn't ask for it.
So one time, my best friend and I, we were talking to a guy and his roommate, and we were really bored. And while they were sleeping, we tied them both up, laid them on their stomach, and we both ate their ass. It wasn't because they both enjoyed it. What if the roast was reversed then? That would be up, I guess. Alright. You know that would be... Drop the mic on it.
Yeah, this sounds illegal.
Why men should give their wives a cheap pass this Christmas.
What the fuck?
Article written by Rosa Silverman. Now, this is definitely not the first type of article I've seen alluding to this, for men giving their wives or their girlfriends cheap passes
She
for
just
Christmas.
gave me a headache.
And I've never seen that article written by a man. Let's just reverse the scripts. How would it feel in mainstream media? Would you ever see an article saying why women should give their husbands a cheap pass this Christmas? No, you wouldn't. We know the mainstream narrative. Girl power, girls do everything, guys bad. And here's another, like, Christmas meme. And here's what they're telling women. Wondering how I can give my man the perfect Christmas gift when he already has me. Girls super special. Guys big dummies. Guys, let your wives cheat on you And girls, don't get your man anything because you're perfect already. Classic.
This is really disgusting and disturbing to see. We really have people trying to push this agenda on other couples.
Do you know why those lashes were invented? Those long lashes?
Because I was born with long lashes.
No, do you know who created those really long ones, those umbrella-looking lashes? It was created by a who had a bunch of girls working for her, and they kept getting their eyes, and so they made these umbrellas to block all the from infecting them. That's the definition of those lashes.
I really love all of this insight I'm getting from you two. Like, I'm learning so much.
I mean, so you say
actually.
it's not for male attention, it was literally to block male attention.
This is hilarious, but I do think there should be some
stupid.
research done on this topic.
His building, certain things are more important to him when a man is built. When a man's built, peace and pleasure, it's really like peace is big. When I'm building, I need a partner. If you're going from a situation where like a bottom chick is literally for the bottom, I'm on the bottom. We're here struggling together to get up. But once we get up to the point of being built, you gotta grow with your partner. If you're not growing and you still on some bottom shit, we headed to the top, then there's going to be a disconnect there. I always got to stay in, like, don't hate on nobody, don't wait on nobody, baby girl. Listen, we going up. This elevator's going up. Are you getting on it? Because if not, there's going to be some separation, some distance. When I was building, yes, I wanted a partner. I wanted somebody to put in on these bills and stuff. I'm built now. I need peace and quiet.
And you can't treat me like you treated me
For
when
sure.
we was nobody.
And because we're not putting up with it.
That's why starter wives exist. Because when he's building, that's the girl with you. But as soon as he gets built and the world celebrates him, you're the girl saying, don't forget when you ain't had you gotta go, baby girl. You and all your to go. Because you trying to remind me who I used to be, and I've been working my to not be that person no more.
You gotta build up in life with your partner, and I fully agree with that.
It's not that you have a big butt, it's that it's natural. And it's that we don't respect women who take the easy way out. Like, if you go pay for it, that's totally different than if you were born with that. Even though that be identical. And people say, what's the difference? Because some BBLs, you can't tell the difference if you look at it. That may be true, but the difference is up here. The difference is the mindset. Because women only stuck on the shape. Oh my God, look the same. You can't tell the difference. Yeah, but your mind is depleted. To me, it's up. That shows lack of self-confidence. That shows self-hate. That shows laziness. You're too lazy to go get in the gym. A lot of women saying, I want it now. I don't want to put in the work. Or my ass can't get that big in the gym. Cool, your ass need to be that big. God don't make mistakes, right? So you didn't need that much. Majority of
When you start adding fake adjustments to your body, then they can show in your personality, and that's something that most men... Marriages
I
would
used to see that
definitely
all through
last
TikTok.
longer if this was the case.
Barbie girls or black girls?
Barbecue.
This is a perfect answer. Green flags all the way. Someone wipe this woman up. This continues my conspiracy that the media portrays beauty onto skinny women.
Oh my
Big women
gosh, she
works
said
out.
barbecue.
You know, big women have great personalities, they have great taste in music, they know how to cook, they have great credit scores, and they could suck a golf ball through a garden hose. What can a skinny woman do for you? Not a goddamn thing. Now, there's a difference between a big woman and a woman who can eat. A woman who can eat will just burn through your entire bank account. But a big woman will take care of you. Big women are where it's at.
Everyone has their preferences, and what matters the most is if your partner can or cannot take care of you.
Women cheat more than men cheat.
Absolutely.
Oh, they do.
Absolutely.
They do. You know how many married women?
I agree 100%.
You know how many married women are sucking another nigga now?
Yeah.
Dog face. And it ain't about he got this. I know situations where. Listen, you listen. You have a lot of women who are being taken care of by a man.
Yeah.
It is true. So,
Let me hear.
I'm gonna tell you this. Let me see. Rich cheated on first. You know why? Because they're so busy trying to maintain their money.
Yeah.
So they neglecting the woman in some way that she doesn't want to be neglected in. The time, effort, energy. It's a true saying. You want a rich or you want a with time. The nigga ain't got no money.
Right.
Time is literally money. That is something that people need to realize sooner than later.
Then why are the fathers abandoning their children? Tell me. Tell me.
All right. I'll tell you the truth, but you're not going to like it. The truth of the matter is,
What was the question?
fathers, they aren't abandoning their children. In fact, they're dying to be with their children. The problem is, they're being denied access to their children. They'd like nothing better than to be able to be a part of their children's lives. But you see, Mom, well, she got bored. She thought she could do better, so she went and filed for divorce and got Dad out of the house. And after that, she saw him as nothing more than a paycheck. All she cared about was getting that child support. and getting the maximum amount for it she could, which means she fought and fought hard to get as much custody time of the children as she could get. And then she runs around claiming, well, Dad didn't really want the children. She doesn't value him as a person. She doesn't value him as a father. She values him as a wallet, and nothing more than a wallet. She doesn't care about how harmful it is to her children to deny access to the father or to limit.
I got something to say about that. Now, to piggyback off that, some men do abandon their children, because for the simple fact is, I know plenty of women right now who a man that they had kids with, they told them, I don't want to be with you. And come to find out, they was like, well, if you don't want to be with me, then I don't want to be with the children. There was no, first of all, they wasn't married. They don't bought the kids phones. You have unlimited access to your kids. You want to see them? Sure, come to the house, pick them up, do this, call them. I know a kid right now. He not really a kid. He's like 18, 19. Nevertheless, right now, he about 30 minutes from his father, because he's off at school. Ask me when the last time. I'm just saying, not all women deny access to their kids.
No, it comes down to one thing
to the
and
father.
one thing only. It's all about the Benjamins for her. And then, of course, she'll run around screaming on the internet, well, he abandoned the children. He didn't fight for them. The fact that you made him fight for them proves you are the problem, not him.
Fathers should not have to fight for their children. Only a monster would make something like that happen.
How you doing? My name's McQueen. Tiffany? Yeah. Nice to meet you, Tiffany. I'm sorry, I'm just recording a documentary right now. I just want to let you know. What was your name again? I don't give a You want to know why? Because I'm just trying to you. I don't want nothing to do with you. I have no interest in finding out where you live, what kind of siblings you got, what race you are. No, none of that. I don't give a you like these lashes or not. I'm just here to let you know that I think you're beautiful, and I am trying to I'm trying to dig in them goddamn guts, girl. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about that?
I'm flattered, but
You're flattered?
I'm flattered that you think I'm beautiful.
Okay. You're not flattered that I want to dig all up in your guts?
No.
Why?
That's not as...
But don't girls always be saying that and we want to be honest with their intentions from the get-go?
Yeah, but
okay then. Maybe I didn't make myself clear enough, okay? I don't give a about your brothers, your sisters, your mama, your daddy, your dog, your lizard. I don't give a that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Matter of fact, that lizard can watch us. I don't care. You feel me? Your dog could be in the room while I'm, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I don't care. I like
can't deal
your
with
nails.
him right now.
No, I don't. You know why? Because I don't give a
Alright, this dude never fails to crack me up. The fact he used such a common phrase against her is just pure comedy.
In short, mostly, yeah. I was one of the guys that was raised by a single mom who was taught to basically put women on a pedestal. And it took me getting completely destroyed by a woman for me to figure out all the areas where I went wrong. I was the guy that gave up all his hobbies, all his friends, everything I wanted to do. I wanted to spend every waking moment with the woman. I allowed myself to get obsessed with the woman. I put her on a pedestal. I did everything I could to make her happy and was focused zero on my own happiness. Because
you don't do that.
All of my making her happy in turn resulted in her making me happy. But my marriage ended up being one that was exactly like I talked about, where she then kept trying to get more and more and more out of me. I kept emasculating myself, listening to the things that she wanted, and eventually got to the point where I became a different person, a less masculine version of what I was initially. Not that I was super masculine then, but I was at least confident in who I was, so there was still a lot of masculine traits in me, which is how I got the girl in the first place. You see, a lot of people get tricked into thinking that happy wife, happy life is the way to go. And while a lot of women will say, yeah, that's exactly what you should do because it's all about us, and yeah, that is exactly what makes them become less attracted to you. They eventually lose respect for you. Now, saying happy wife, happy life doesn't work doesn't mean you're not doing anything for the woman. It just means you have boundaries and you have the ability to say no to things that cross your boundaries. Happy wife doesn't mean letting her go on girls' trips every other week. That doesn't mean letting her go out on weekends every single weekend with her girlfriends. It doesn't mean buying her everything she wants every time she asks.
It's sad to hear about similar stories like these. What happened to just being in a relationship because you love that person? Does love even exist anymore?
I'm gonna take you back home.
No.
Get yourself some cup noodles.
You want to take me home?
Yeah, I'm taking you home.
I look like this in your car right now, and you want to take me home. You sure about that?
I want to see what you look like, cause
you can get any other day, right? Just like you said, you can get any dude to come and pay for your meal and take you out and wine, right? You can get that at any time, right?
So now we're not going on the date because you don't want to pay more than Starbucks.
Oh, it's not bad. Money's no option.
So if money's no option, then why aren't we going on a date? Like an actual date?
This modern woman was shocked that he set up a date at Starbucks.
Hey, shit, take me to Starbucks. The fuck?
But honestly, a date doesn't need to be complicated. Some of the best dates are the cheapest ones. You got...
First of all, I'm a little disturbed. What is wrong with people today? You got women out here talking about $30 not enough for lunch. You got Shawty talking about you taking me on a Starbucks date. I would love to go to a Starbucks. Hey, listen, my first date with this guy, he was like, let's meet up to Starbucks. I said, bet. Okay, went to Starbucks after, and then went to a park. That was cool. I was chilling. I was like, well, we not going to do. And then one of my other dates, we went to Chipotle. Hey, listen, I am the least maintenance woman you would ever find. You be like, oh, shit, we can go to fucking Texas Roadhouse. Let me get some of that bread and butter. Texas Roadhouse, everybody could eat for about $40. Your bill coming about $50. If you want to drink, your total. Okay, so if you want to get 2 drinks, appetizer, and 2 meals, you're not spending no more than $100, and that's what fucking tip. Let's go. You got women out here talking about $30 not enough for lunch. Do you know what I could do with $30? Shit, that is lunch and dinner for me. But I digress. I see y'all in the next one.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.